Hi, who's ever out there?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it takes time for the
Yeah.
notifications and stuff to go out. Plus, we don't go live anyway for another couple of minutes.
Oh, my clock is fast. Oh, well, I guess that makes me not late ever then. If you got a fast clock, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
You got friends that are depending on you.
Yeah, I'll go too.
I have a friend and I love her dearly. And man, she would make us late
Hi,
all the time, to the point where I had friends who would get annoyed
is
and
there late constantly?
and yeah, like she
You
couldn't
have no concept of
get
time for
her act together. Yeah. Hey,
because everybody
Elvis.
else's time is important. That's the mistake. Hi, Elvis. Hi, Loopy. Lisa.
Hi, Loopy
Love her. She just makes me laugh so much. She's just like,
Lisa. Her and Casbat, I'm telling you. And
oh,
Lisa, I during that first hour, it was just me. I scoped out that 1 hour of time to make sure I had just you. So I wasn't around all these kids when I was saying all that stuff. But I
oh my
did. I
God.
was in the bathroom at the
How are
restaurant
you?
and I jumped in on their live. I'm like, you guys are still going?
Sometimes you can keep
They
going.
went. I missed like the last 2 hours of it.
Oh,
I jumped in every now and then when I could. Hey, Mario, how are you?
I love you so much too, Lucy. Oh, I loved their show with Robbie. And oh my gosh, well, them two, just watching Loopy when she comes on and goes, well, I just want to see who's out there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all these good people in here. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. I
She's
just,
so grateful for
she's so
everything. Like
infectious. You know, she's like, I
she's
want to
such
give
a
you a big hug.
kind person.
Yes, I want to give you a big hug.
Virtual hug.
Good at happy hour. Yes. Happy
And Mary O, actually,
She's
she
been nice.
came to visit me
I
when I
was,
was in the hospital.
I was on the live when she did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she was
Yep.
watching it for you, and you were like, do I have to take my medicine now?"
Be
That
like,
was the sweetheart thing to do. Have somebody
it
that,
was amazing because
yeah,
I mean, God, my closest friends can't even make it. That she was able to make it. That was
there's,
so nice.
there's some really dedicated
My
people.
best friend. I
Yeah.
was around the corner at a hospital, and it was like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. It's exactly when it was because I'm a huge Eagles fan.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
was so disappointed that I was in the hospital for that. Like, I wanted to be a part of it. I don't know how I would have been a part of everything, but because my back, I want to do so much more than I know that I cannot physically.
Okay, yeah. That's
So
what.
I always think about all this stuff that I'm like, yeah, I'll do this. I'm like, who am I kidding? I can't
Oh,
do that anymore.
listen, our state fair is coming up at 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Oh my God, I love the state fair. I
Oh
love
yeah.
it, love it. I just love to go watch people and, get a prop up and just, I really love the people watching, and seeing different things people make and all this and that. And I could walk from one end of the fair to the next. I can't do it anymore.
I
I got to
know.
get a cart. Oh my God, am I getting old? I got to get a cart. Well, I guess I'm old lady grandma now. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't like. I was saying I went live, and I will when I went for a walk because I was just having anxiety, and I'm like, you know what, a good walk will get it out, and I did. I went for a long walk, and it felt good. It didn't feel horrible.
I can watch, but I can't do it for a very long time because I don't have any knee.
Well, you know what? I started getting everything with wedges in it now
I,
because
I
it
can't
puts
wear
less
anything
pressure on
anymore.
my back.
It's not really my back, it's my knee. My knee has a rod
Um,
to it, and I've had 8 surgeries on it because my knee, just say this is your knee, normal bending, but it's upside down right now. Well, or I mean, this is the way it bends, right? Like this. Well, mine
mhm.
went like this. So it went completely from that way, like this, and dragged along the cement for 333 feet. Yeah, I have no knee. Absolutely nothing. I have a rod through there and plastic ligaments. So it's really gotten, worse through the years. When I was really young, because it happened when I was 35. I'm 57 now, very proud of that. But and like 50 pounds more than I ever used to be. So that I think has really taken its toll on my leg. So I can't do that anymore. So I guess I joined the cart club. Oh well. Zooming by you. Beep 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 beep.
Hold on one second. Loopy Lisa, what post are you talking about? What post?
Yes, it's
Where'd you post something? I'm not I see what I'm like, what would I don't know what you said.
hello everybody. Hello, Megan's birdie.
Hello, Megan's
I
birdie.
see her.
Elvis is here. Casbat is here. Blood
Yep.
X is here.
These
Hey,
are people that
DJ. Oh, yeah, my God. Hey, like this is awesome.
new to me, but I see them on
My
other.
first time doing is like a real stream like this on my channel.
Yeah, and I'm your first. Oh my gosh, blow your minds away. It's me.
No, you are not blocked, Casbat. You are not blocked. Nobody's blocked. I don't have any blocking yet.
We have freedom of
I'm
speech.
not that popular yet.
We have freedom of speech here. These people are probably going, "Who is that crazy redhead you got with you?" Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I had fun on Loopy Lisa though and Casbat when I was on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm having fun, and then I'm like, then I'll deal with the 9-year-olds.
The first 2 seconds, you guys were
8-year-olds, really.
the first 2 seconds, it was I got ginger locks here. Oh my god! It was just like you guys were you'll kill me. I love the laughter. See, that's what I do. A lot of people watch a lot of my stuff. It's just me cracking up. I mean, I lose it, you know. I love to laugh. And in this true crime community, it's really needed, you know, you really need it.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
depressing, especially what we won't talk about. We said we weren't going to talk about, but we're not here to do that. We're here. Hey, Denise Rainey.
No, I mean, I think we can at least address the fact that the reason why we don't want to talk about it is because it's everywhere that you go and it's everywhere that you turn. You turn the TV on and they're either live from El Paso or they're live from Dayton or everybody in the true crime is talking about it. And that was when Saturday was my daughter's birthday. So I was like, I got to block this out of my head because I'm like, I can't let this get to me. And that was the El Paso. And then I woke up and then read Rum Media. I saw her. She was the first one about saying the date in Ohio. I'm like, no, there wasn't another one. Yeah. And I was just like, I was shocked. And I said to my husband, there was another mass shooting. He's like, yeah, in El Paso. I went, no, overnight. And I told him, he was like, no.
Yeah, the El Paso one. That guy traveled 500 miles to do it. I mean, what is that? That's totally premeditated. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. That's the one who killed his sister?
I believe that's what, I don't know the difference between both of them.
It's
just been so bad for me.
Trying to pull myself away from it.
Yeah, I just don't, I know the gist of it, but I really don't know the details of it because I'm thinking of my grandchildren going back to school. I mean, we just had that incident in Mall of America where the guy threw the kid over the third rail in the Mall of America. And my daughter was going there that day and she couldn't go because something went wrong with her car. I said, that was a send from somewhere.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I get the chills, so to think, and now this, and it's just so scary. Malls, I mean, Walmart, come on, Walmart, you're going to take the fun out of Wally World? What's the matter with this world? Walmart.
I know, Walmart of all places.
Yeah, Sam's Club, Walmart, whatever it was, or something next to each other or something. I don't know. It's just very devastating. It's very sad. My heart and prayers go out to all the victims and their families. I got to say that. But other than that, I don't know too much, and I'm kind of steering a little bit away from it.
Ditto. And that's why, I was so happy to be a part of Loopy Lisa stuff and everything that day. I'm like, I don't need to be on true crime. This is kind of where I want to be. And then, you got the kids. So we had our, for my daughter's birthday party, which took 3 hours. I don't know. You and I talked about this earlier, but this party, I had what? 10 kids under 12.
Yeah.
My parents, my in-laws, my sister-in-law, and my brother-in-law, my husband and me. So the rest are kids under 12. Or 12 and under, I should say. And they just threw this. They threw us. I called. I made these reservations. When I realized that the party went up, from 15 to 18, I even called to make sure all right, make sure you have 18. It was like they weren't even prepared for us whatsoever. And so we get back there, and you can tell when they're scrambling apart. You've worked in food service, right?
Yes,
So
definitely. Yeah.
when you have a big party that called ahead like that, you have it prepared and ready.
Like I said,
You know, and that just wasn't. You could tell with their faces like 18, what? And all these kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this dude dropped the ball. And so we had people coming in, and everything was fine at first. And then I'd have to go looking for her. And then I'm realizing she has the whole bar. And I'm like, she has us. And then I'm like, they really did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So that's when I go and I approach the manager like, you did this, not her. Don't blame the server. I'm not blaming the server.
Yeah.
And so he wound up like taking off the Sundays for us because like we were waiting over an hour for just
I think he should have did better. Matt gave
I've got 10 kids.
Yeah, he should have did better than that. This is a birthday party, that means a lot to a little girl. You know what I mean?
And well, thankfully, we had a Disney Channel on, so there was tons of things about Descendants 3.
No, there you go. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Oh, I'm so sick of Descendants 3.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of it already.
There's only 6, but.
And yeah, so everything was Descendants 3. So they were kind of into that, but it's not the movie was on, but they were showing clips from the videos and things like that from Disney. I'm sorry. I will definitely keep up with you guys. I'll be right.
Loopy Lisa says that she uploaded a video and she would love you to be involved. She tagged you in the community post along with some other creators.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I would love to be involved.
Anything with her, it's going to make you laugh. It's going to be a great time. I'm telling you. I think we should steal that game and play that. That was so much fun. Oh, I loved it. I loved being in that
chat. Truth and a Lie or the Mad Libs?
Both. Either.
My daughter got it for her birthday. How funny is that?
That is fun.
Opens up her gift. She gets 3 things of Mad Libs. I'm like, no way. We were just playing. I'm like, I think I'm going to steal one of those.
Right. And also Denise Rainey, hi, my buddy, says,
hi, Denise.
The Dayton one killed his sister, and the El Paso shooter has a twin sister.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it was the Dayton one that killed his sister, and the El Paso one that has a twin sister.
Okay.
Now, I didn't even know there was anything.
I really don't want to know about the shooter. Whatsoever. The only thing
no fame.
The only thing that I saw that kind of like blew my mind was it looked like he walked in with cargo pants, and then when they cuffed him, it looked like he had straight pants on. And I said, "This doesn't look like the same guy." And then I said this to Red Rum Media, and she said to me that it was just the way the angle it was. She's like, I'm like, that was the only question I really had. I don't want to know anything else about them because. That's the problem. And it's been 20 years since Columbine, and that's where this crap shit started.
Wow. Yeah.
20 years ago. And that was the most shocking thing you've ever seen in your, like,
yeah.
Remember how shocked you were? You were like, what?
You remember all the copycat stuff that happened after that. You know? So this is like,
this is part of it.
More copycat things to happen, if you ask me, especially if you talk about the people that were involved in the actual doing of it. But that is a neat name. CSD UFO updates. Cool.
Hey, that's one of my new friends. Thanks, CSD UFO updates. I told him, like, I'm totally into the whole conspiracy theory about, like, I'm not about the storm Area 51, not like I could storm anything.
I'm not going there because I'm going to be
a grocery store, let alone Area 51.
It's a highly, highly secure place. I don't want to go anywhere there.
Don't do it.
What we're going to find out is if they ever release anything. It's not about aliens. I don't even know where that really came from. It's really, if you ask me, it's just a place where they do a lot of testing that they don't want us to know about. But
here's the question I have about that. Have you seen the Bob Lassard on Netflix?
Okay, yeah, a lot of people. I've never seen him. And if I have, it doesn't really register because That's kind of like the flat earthers, and I think they're quacks. I mean, I'm not a hologram.
Yeah, but this
I'm a
guy's stuff
hologram.
actually equals up. Like after I watched this Netflix thing, I was like,
Really? I have to watch it. Before I make a judgment on it, I'm definitely going to have to watch it because I'm
yeah, because
one.
I would have been like, nope. I wouldn't have believed it either. Like, 'cause I don't really believe in too many conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Although I'm noticing that there are some that are coming to truth, which I don't like that either.
Yeah,
but,
I don't like one especially. There's one that I really don't like that. I think we're probably on the same mind track there. But yeah, I mean, I'm not above believing anything that there cannot be other forms of life somewhere. What makes me think that this is the only thing we got?
Exactly.
A whole new technology where they're flying in the air and their food comes out like the Jetsons and they just pop a pill, that kind of thing could be real. I mean, how do we know? Maybe they're making those cartoons for us to be prepared for something like that really happening. I don't know. I mean, the way the world works, you never know. They might want to try to prime you when you're a kid through cartoons. And so you're just, it's normal, like the building next door. Oh, I just seen it last week. Oh, now it's a brand new business. I never even seen it or heard it, but it's there. You know what I mean? It's like,
I do.
We get so busy in our everyday life that stuff just is like, oh, blink, there it is, and something new. They built a whole town around me, and I'm like, wow, when did that happen? There was woods there last week. Then you see the poor ducks parking in the parking lot looking for their pond. I'm like, oh, you poor babies. I want to bring you some water, a little mini pool or something, because they're not going to sit in a parking lot because it used to be a swamp. And that's where they used to have their babies. So now they're sitting in the parking lot waiting for water to come or what? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. But I wish they would talk and tell me, man, they took my water away. Can you please bring it back? I'd say, right on, Mr. Duck. I'm bringing it to you. You're the silent freaking victims here, the animals in the woods.
Hi, Todd. Hi, Todd. Good to see you, Todd.
Not much. Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
I don't know. Illuminati. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, Denise Rainey, I got my foil tin hat right over there. I'll tell you what, it's Jell-O approved. I still got to get scanned so you know who I am. That was funny. But I don't know what the whole thing of all of Illuminati means, I've never dug into that. See, I'm conspiracy.
I don't know what, I mean, I think they want to control the world is what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So you have leaders and celebrities and supposedly people. But
like Scientology? I don't know.
It's not Scientology.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
That we could,
I'm new to all this conspiracy stuff. I'm very new to it. I don't know if I lived under a rock and a cave was on top of that news didn't get through to me, but I'm like, what? My friend Denise is the one that's like opening up the twisted part of my brain and going, check this out. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And then I go, man, you really twisted me up for days. I'm going to be thinking about this. I have to rewatch that to make sure this stuff was right. I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. The Bob Lazar or Netflix will make you do that. Like, what? No. I would have never said that there were really aliens and spaceships. I would have never said that.
See,
but I'm like, who am I to say that there isn't? I haven't seen much.
I'm reading your chat because this guy, CSD, I'm just going to call you Mr. UF or Miss UF.
Just call me UFO.
UFO. They made a video or something and we'll like it. So,
hey, Awen, how are you?
Awen, there's my girl. Yeah, I was on a live with Awen and Denise yesterday for I think it was 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, and
wow, that's some live, man.
During our live, which was
marathon,
we covered from I don't even know all the way to I don't even know everything in between because Awen is a book and walking book. She invented Wikipedia. She definitely has proofread for them the dictionary and all of its meanings. She is so smart.
Oh, she's got. I mean, my God, she knows every. I think we met when we were on reporting live from Minnesota as moderators. That's how we met.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer, which
Make
Fizzy.
sure
So
we don't want you.
yeah, so that's how we met. And honestly, through her, I learned how to be a moderator. I still don't know how to do some of the tricks, but thankfully, like she's so good at like picking up like the Twitch stuff and the Discord stuff and whatever.
You're all prepared first.
Offline things are. I don't know how to do that stuff.
It's easy. Click on to a page that's all on there, and you just go, broop, scroll down. Boop. I go to subscription, because everybody I subscribe to, I'm either a moderator.
No, I can do the subscription, like putting somebody's page, but when you go to like Discord,
yeah, you got to have that stuff prepared.
I don't know how to do
go
that.
to it. I don't even know how to do that. And I've been in Discord.
I'm like, I don't know. I have no
idea.
Brian.
Yeah. A1.
No, Brian. And Justice 4. I don't think we said hi, Justice 4. Hi, Justice 4. I know she's been in here from the very beginning.
Oh, yeah, I said hi to Justice 4.
Hello, Judith Scott. How are you? Welcome.
And people, I'm a singular person. Nice to meet you, Judith. I'm a little kooky.
Maybe she meant the chat as well.
And
I've been getting some weird phone calls on my phone lately. Like I just got a call today from Egypt. Like
Egypt? What was the number? I would love to know what the number is from Egypt.
I should have it in my missed calls.
Like our regular, 7 digits here, or without the area code, or what?
Let me see. Recent. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. That was just the one that just called. No. Oh, here it is. It has it's plus, the plus sign, 20 space 92 space 137 space 759. Let me see if I can zoom in on that right there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is that it? No, there it is. There it is.
What did they want?
I don't know. I didn't answer it. If I don't know who it is, I don't answer the phone. There was no message. It's just, I'm sure somebody trying to scam me.
I am definitely, I get Scam Likely. That guy's I got a restraining order out on Scam Likely. I tell you what, Scam Likely, Scam Likely, Scam Likely. Call me all the time. Different numbers. Think he's trying to fool me. Scam Likely, you out of here. There's a
Scam Likely.
It's just what my phone says. Scam Likely. Because it's usually.
Oh.
I call him Scam Likely.
Who is Scam Likely?
He's a stalker. Calls me all these different numbers. I don't even know who he is. Can't place that person. But I'll tell you what, you got to go Scam Likely. So, in order to take care of Scam Likely, I got the national do not call number.
I've done that too, and it still doesn't work.
You know what? If it don't work after 31 days, they say do it again. My 31 days are up the end of this week, but my calls have went from 15 a day down to maybe 2 a week.
Really?
So it's really worth it, because they say
we've done it before. I thought once you were on it, you were on it.
It goes by every phone number. So if you haven't kept your phone number, it's a different phone number.
I haven't changed my phone number, so that wasn't.
I've had a couple of people that said
I would say my cell phone is getting more than it has.
Well, you know what? Then I would definitely, because I never used to get them on my cell phone ever, but I would call it again and tell them you'll hear the spiel again, because it says after 31 days, then you can call again and take care of it. But yeah, I would do it again, because my friend did it a couple times now. Nothing, gets no scam calls. If you're not in the contracts, you don't get a call. If it doesn't show the name, whatever, you don't get it.
Oh, I just cut your face off. I
don't care. I'll be just like this.
I didn't mean to cut your face off. Hi, Kaylee Roberts.
I'm a Tilton bun. You're gonna get crazy from Linda. She'll fix it. Don't matter. That won't work. We'll fix it again. Turn that sucker around. Ooh, it's getting big. It's going to be like this pretty soon. Be like I don't know what. Because my hair is getting so long that when I put it up, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I have this tower of bun on my head. Casbat is.
You see what he says here? The phone call is a scam. Yeah, probably Nigerian prince wanting to give me about $1 million or 42,000.
Yeah, but first,
I'm not that naive.
$142
Thank
in the MoneyGram. You got to give them a MoneyGrams first, you know.
Linda is a wrecking ball. Watch out.
Yeah, I don't know. She's done all my lives, most everyone she's been on there with. That's my sidekick. You always see with me.
Yeah, every time I see you, you're on with her. Yeah, I've seen her on quite a few things, and she's been on recording live with. She's good.
She's real good.
I'm subscribed to her.
Yeah, good, because she's such a conspiracy person. She's got all that stuff, and I don't know if I can. Well, I didn't ask her, so I won't say anything. But yeah. Now I got to try to weasel my way out of what I was going to say because it just doesn't work.
I'm there. I got you. How
do I rewind out of people's ears? I don't know how I do that. Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee. We're good.
Kaylee, okay.
I actually took a good long walk today for like the first time since I've been out of the hospital. It felt awesome. Felt very awesome.
Getting out off, just you won't see my face because I'm gonna do puff.
Gotcha. I understand. She's still here.
Yes, I'm still here. You're still here. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to go. Sorry.
Good. I went to that myself. About that.
Every time.
I didn't finish what happened on my daughter's birthday.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about my daughter's birthday. I blamed the guy. We wound up being there the whole time for 3 hours with 10 kids. I thought I wanted to kill myself. I would pop in on a Casbat and Lisa's live and just go, hi, and then I'd have to pop right back out.
Yeah. Oh,
and most of the time we were sitting there waiting, and then finally, and then I had to bring these kids back. Some of these kids were 7, some were 8, some were 9.
Right.
And, they wanted to watch Mary Poppins Returns. So my daughter's one friend, I know her mom, her mom and her dad are from India. And they're like, they were kind of strict. They don't like the sleepover policy. And I've seen a couple of people who have that policy idea. I get that.
Well, yeah, I get it.
Some people find it to be an odd tradition. So
some people don't trust other people's parents.
This is the law. This is the law my husband and I came out with, and this is how it is. I said, I totally get it. I get it. No problem. Yeah. So her daughter, I'm watching. At this point, it was Save Robbie. Save Robbie was on with his Aunt Sally. I was watching those two, and my husband's like, come downstairs. I'm like, why? He's like, Abolica need you. I'm like, oh. So I go downstairs and she's like, she wanted me to try to call her mom to ask if she could stay. And I knew that their mom was going to not say. I'm like, she's going to say no. She's like, well, it's worth a try. I said, well, it's worth a try. So I used my phone and I called her mom and she's like, you ask her. I'm not asking her. And she's like, my mom said no. I'm like, well, okay.
Sometimes kids think they can, hey, but maybe their mind changed a little bit. They got.
I think it's just because my mom thinks I'm afraid. I'm like, I don't think that's the reason.
Yeah, no. A lot of parents have that nowadays where they just don't know if the parents are okay to leave them with. If you don't know the parent very well, I'm not saying you, but.
Right. Oh, no. I get that. Oh, yeah.
Because things happen. You got to be too calm.
Things that happens to people's kids when they're on sleepovers and stuff. And, I'm that way too. If I don't know the parents, I'm a little bit skeptical.
Oh, I'd be a lot. My kid ain't going to your house. Sorry, that's the way it is.
But sometimes it'll be like she's invited to somebody's friend's house. I really don't know the parents that well, but we have mutual friends. Mm-hmm. So I know from the mutual friends that everything's kind of kosher and good. And so I'm like, okay. And I know that, I always know who the kids are. My kids I don't let Grace go to any sleepover that I don't know anybody.
Right, you're right.
And Alexa's
Good
just
parenting, Ginger. Good parenting. And kids are
right.
smart too. Kids are smart. They know their limits by that time. They know what they can and can't do. So,
I don't
as
let my
they
kids
get
on
older,
social media.
yeah.
Like my daughter can see, and I told her, like, you're not allowed to be subscribed to me. She's like, I am. I'm like, I don't want you subscribed to me.
I don't want you to get on there.
But she normally comes in. She will always invade my lives, always. But they're at grandma's right now, so.
Well, that's good. You
So
got time to
my husband's here.
relax,
He loves it.
have a little laugh, see your friends.
Your guest is better than taking painkiller. Her natural laugh is contagious and helpful. Your natural laugh is awesome.
Who's that? What? I can't. I'm reading, but I can't.
Here it is.
Well, thank you, Todd.
Your
I am. That's me. But hey, look, it's like I say, I really should have a warning sticker right across here. It says, warning, no filter from here to here. I do not have a filter. But
everybody's agreeing.
tell me something here, and I don't have the slide that goes from here to here. So I'm equipped with no filter and definitely no slide.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
That's why I asked you on to be my first person to come on.
And I know, and I'm so honored. Thank you so much. I just love it.
I mean, this is my first time like going into this territory and things like that. But it's fun. We got, like I said, we got goofy. I'm on a panel with that Crohn's chick. I don't know if anyone's ever seen her. But if you like have chronic issues and chronic problems, that's a good channel to check out. Her name is That Crohn's Chicks, and her name's Sharni. And she'll have panels with people who have different kinds of diseases or sicknesses or ways to keep yourself healthy and things like that. So she has these panels every single day, twice a day. And she's up to do it like US time because she lives in Australia. So, and then we were all, I took my kids to see Toy Story 4 on Friday.
Oh, I'd like to see that. I love Toy Story.
It's cute. I will say it's really cute. But Toy Story 4, we went to see that came out, and my Twitter, like I only use really Twitter to get in touch with other creators. And my thing was bing, 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 bing going off because they were on this panel and everybody was going weird and crazy. And so they're like, let's take this onto the internet. So by the time I got home, I jumped on the internet with them. We laughed. Oh my God. And literally we're always so serious with each other.
Yeah.
And it's, hello, Save Robbie.
Oh my God.
This is great. See, Loopy Lisa's she's like, if I can do this, you can do it.
Yeah.
It really is easy. It really is easy.
Yeah. I know. I did. When Denise found this, put us on there, I was like, wow, this is even nicer because look at, you can put up people's comments. If you see something you like and you want to put it up there and address it like it's a question, when you got Q&As going on, there's the question. Other people can come up and, if you're playing a game, you can put that there. You know what I mean? It's really a great function. I can see it being
it's cool. And it's so funny because the girl who is from that Crohn's chick, she's been using this for a while. Yeah. And now, and it's gone really well for her. And she's the reason why. Why is my phone just going off? Oh, I know why. Sorry. My alarm was going off on my phone. I had an alarm for this. I think I had it at the wrong time.
It's a little late, isn't it? I think your alarm's a little behind time. My clock's ahead and your alarm's behind. Oh my gosh, what a world we live in. I don't know.
Hello, Alan. How are you?
Hey, Alan. How are you? We are fine. We are just shooting the
crap.
Okay. I got a story for you about our
I'd love to hear it, please.
Awen, Denise, and me, I told you we went on live yesterday. Well, I was doing it from outside, okay, because I thought it's beautiful outside, let's see some Minnesota, whatever. And it was nice. And I just put my granddaughter down because I was babysitting that day at my daughter's house. So I'm out there and we're doing it. All of a sudden, this guy comes up, walks up to me, and he goes, I got to ask you something. I'm like, and I'm going, yeah. And he goes, well, I could really use a woman's opinion. I go, yeah. And he's like putting his tablet on. There's a banister. See a banister across here. Okay. And I'm on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about up to, I'd say, like his just above his belly, where he could get up there and go over. Anyway, he puts his tablet down and then he says, I'm like, and I could tell he was thinking of something, but he was, and I go, well, what's your question? What are you talking about? And he puts his hands on the rail like this, and he goes like this, and I'm like gathering my laptop, putting everything on it, and I go, you got to leave right now. He goes, I want to ask you a question. I said, get the hell out of here. I don't care what you're saying. And I went in the house.
Oh
okay.
my.
I freaked out. I mean, I didn't show it at the time. It really bothers me now because I think about it and I can, hindsight 2020 is the best of it.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
So, the guy
when I think of some of the situations I've gotten myself in.
I don't know if I would have watched true crime as much as I do, or is involved in the psyche of weird people, that I would have even come across thinking he was strange. But you could tell he was, first of all, didn't have anything he knew he wanted to say, like he needed help or he really had a problem.
Trying to think of what he wanted to say.
At the same time,
something else on his mind
about what he was going to do and what he was going to say at the same time. And I could see that, that he was trying to, think of something to say while he was calculating
one and one together.
So I went in and I didn't think no more of it. I mean, everybody's like, oh my gosh, Linda, it was on my live stream. They're on Denise's. So it's filmed. Okay.
Oh my God. It's on a live stream.
Yes. I was on a live stream at the same time it was happening. Now,
I got to see that.
These guys are still live streaming. I'm going to leave. My daughter came home, so she's going to drive. It's about a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive from her house to here. So we say bye, whatever. And then I get back and I'm on a live stream with these guys again. And my daughter pops in on the chat and says, Mom, did the guy have red tennis shoes on? And I said, yes, he had red tennis shoes on. And I noticed that because I seen his, like I said, when he freaked me out, his hands went up and his foot went up. So I could see, like he was going to jump.
Right.
Anyway, so she ran into him at Walmart. Long story short.
Oh my God.
I went over to a security guard and said, this guy was my mother's, whatever. And the security guard was like either they were walking towards each other or something. And the guy was sitting there, and the guy, as the security guard got closer, he got up and ran, took off. So the cops got him and he went to jail. So now I don't know what he went to jail for. I don't know why he would run, first of all. So isn't that strange? I mean,
oh my God. Yeah. And your instinct was right.
Yeah, I
feel good.
Look, I've never gotten creeped out weird feelings from people, even, because I'm really not scared. I kind of been raised up around the streets and stuff, so I'm pretty street smart. But it was the way he was trying to, mother.
Okay. So turn that phone off, the house phone, which we're getting rid of in September. So
anyway, I think it was just because I could tell he was really struggling to say what he wanted to say at the same time of struggling, because it wasn't like it was a planned crime. It was like, I think I'm going to steal this girl's laptop, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. It isn't in the greatest of neighborhoods, but it also isn't in the worst of neighborhoods.
No.
I mean, every neighborhood. What neighborhood is completely safe?
There's no safe neighborhood, really.
I mean,
where I went to college was it was a very upcoming area. It really was it wasn't a place that you felt threatened. And I got jumped.
Yeah,
and got my purse stolen from me. And got the crap beaten out of me.
Yeah, it was
and it was a place where I felt comfortable. So that took me a long time to I to this day I'm like, and people were like, oh my God, can you believe that happened around here? I'm like, yeah. It happens everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
Not just bad parts of the area.
Yeah.
So I don't get worried. I don't get upset. I'm like, like my friends are like, "What do you mean? Well, you're not upset?" I'm like,
well, you're kind of crazy if you don't think it can happen to you or it can happen around you. That's just not clear thinking. You need to be aware it can happen to you. It can happen to anybody in your family. It can happen right next door. It can happen everywhere. It does not matter.
anything.
Because how can you say that it doesn't happen? It's not going to happen here. That's a good philosophy. If you want to live in Alice in Wonderland land, or, you know, the magic mirror is going to take you to a fabulous place and all the king's men are having a party. I don't know, but that's not in reality. You cannot live that way. I'm not telling you to be overly, you know, scared and this and that, because people tend to go a little bit that way, especially with people with anxieties. Number one, me, I have them. So I get a little, whoa, I don't think I'm going there. That's scary, you know. If Walmart's too busy, I won't go because I get anxious. And
my husband
into an instant BI, you know what?
If it means for him leaving the house on a Saturday afternoon to go somewhere, he won't go.
Yeah.
He won't go. He's just like, I'm like, you can't just not go. Like, you got to go. So,
he's like, this is my day off. I'm not going to go.
He hates crowds. He hates traffic. I'm more the driver in the family than he is because I
love driving.
I was born and raised in Philly. So, and I worked in Philadelphia radio. So I drove Philly all the time.
I drove New York.
So I was the one, like, you know, so I know how to deal with, you know, assholes on the road. So
I'm a driver in New York, so I do know.
Oh yeah.
And in New Jersey, so
I do know. Oh, that's where I live. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we parked the car and party. Oh no, you don't, you betcha.
My husband, all his family is from Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all from. So I've been out to Michigan, and I've been even up to the Upper Peninsula. What was that?
I find the weirdest laws in Michigan. They have some very strange old laws. If you look them up, they're funny. But the Upper Peninsula, is that what you said? It's beautiful.
Yeah, I went to the Upper Peninsula.
4 hours away from me.
That's what?
There's 4 hours because Duluth is right there. Two Harbors, Duluth is right there. So right 4 hours away, you know. So yeah, my girlfriend, that's where she lives. My girlfriend just bought a place up there. So yeah, I like it.
His grandparents lived in Gaylord. Michigan.
I'm trying to think of it. You know, that sounds familiar because I don't know the name of their town. There's one little town, and that's like 20 miles past that.
It's like almost like a summer, I would say, place, not far from Summer Place. There wasn't much.
Yeah, they don't have much around them, you know.
There was a Walmart and an Applebee's.
Yeah, they work at the Walmart. That's what they got there. I swear.
That's all they had.
Really small.
There was nothing that I'm like, I am not used to this.
Yeah, they got a great big house on.
City girls like, oh my God.
They say it's beautiful, the woods and the wildlife.
We went up in the summertime. I only went once. I didn't get to go more than one. I mean, you
don't want to go there in the winter. You don't want to go in the winter. You don't want to go in the winter.
No.
I live in Minnesota, I'll tell you.
No. I don't like the winter here in New Jersey. Why would I like it in Michigan?
Everybody goes, oh, Minnesota's too cold. I said, listen, New Jersey is just like Minnesota. Don't even go there.
Oh, God,
just as cold. You get just as much snow. The only difference between New Jersey and Minnesota is we clean our roads faster. That's it.
Our
roads are really, really, they get, you know, it's snowing and they're out there like that. We're just too used to it. It's just the way it is here. It's become a way of life. You know what I mean? There's, you know, 2 seasons, construction and snow.
For the past couple of years, we've had some pretty significant snowfalls. I don't think this past year we have. I can't remember. But, and schools get closed down. And it really takes for like a good 8 to 10 inches of snow before they close down the school.
We don't have too many school closings. This past year we did because of the extreme cold that we had. It was like, you know, you couldn't go out there, your skin would freeze within like, you know, a minute or less. So that they closed down the schools for that because of kids. You know, and I totally get that. But other than that, we go. It don't matter if you got
for me
or that much.
I hate driving in the snow.
I like it. I like
despise
driving
it.
anytime. I don't,
I've crashed because of snow a couple of times, and it's not. I don't think that we have tires that you guys do. We can't. We can't.
yeah, yeah, do. You know what it is? Nothing is safe on ice. And you have a lot of mountain range in,
Not in Jersey. We're flat.
well, see, now I lived in Lake Opakon, up by the water Delaware water gap, over there in that area, so there was mountains to climb. I don't know. Well, to me, they're mountains because Minnesota's flat. Okay, we're talking a hill is like, oh my gosh, you can't see past the mountain. All it is climb the hill, lady. You'll see the other side. There's no, let's just jump on and grab our spikes and start climbing up mountains. Not like South Dakota or any of that, which have a lot of mountains, But Jersey has its share of higher places, But I don't think they get a lot of ice because you got a lot of rain, a lot of melt. You get a lot of rain in Jersey. Don't you
We've
think
been getting like these crazy storms
we
this
have
summer. My parents' roof got blown off their house.
Oh no, are they okay?
Yeah. Just because of these crazy storms. They were out of their house for 7.5 weeks.
No, God, that's a
Seven
long
and a half. Was it 7.5? Yeah, 7.5.
long time for hotel costs or wherever they
Well,
had.
it didn't cost them anything. Thankfully, it was being covered.
Oh,
They didn't
that's
have to worry
they
about
got
that.
good insurance. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well,
But oh my God, it's totally put back together now.
lightning's been crazy.
Now my mom's like, give me the kids. I want the kids to come and stay now. She hasn't been home. And she loves taking the kids and having them down there because she lives down in Northeast Philly area where I grew up. She still lives there. And that's not that far from here. We go down there, I would say probably once a month, and we have breakfast with them on a Saturday and stuff.
An hour and a half drive, something like that, maybe. Depends
It's
on
a half hour for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
And my in-laws are 10 minutes away.
Oh, that's nice. So you got family all around you, which is good for you because you have so many. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that you go through all these health issues and things, and you're always in my prayers and thoughts. For a better and a miracle cure and all that. But I tell you, I understand. As I get older, I definitely understand. And you are young, and you still have young kids, so you really got to find some energy from.
It's difficult. It's not easy. It's not. And yeah, I stay positive. It's not always easy to stay positive for sure.
Yeah.
But I know if I go the other side,
it's too far down.
Nothing there.
Right. It's hollow.
So if I go there, then I will isolate myself. I will pull myself out of society, for real. And that's what happens when I go into the hospital. I really go into that funk.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We ain't going to let you do that. You got a community now of people that are not going to let you fall down the hole without saying, hello, you need a rope.
You know what? I had just started this in March, right? And it took some people talking to me to really do it. I was like, I don't want to deal with the drama. Yeah. And then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, so what's the worst things that people can say about me? Okay. And
something you don't know about.
Right, so now I have I know Marissa. I know Molly Golightly. I know her on a personal level.
You know that?
And I know the crap that she puts up with, but you know what? She also puts, she also knows what she's doing as well. She wants to be an entertainer. She knows what she's doing as well, but she's not really trying to fish for the drama. I don't, in my personal opinion, of the Marissa, not Molly Golightly, but Marissa.
I think we call it a drama for a reason.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's helped us out, and she's been good to us. I'll say that. And on a personal level, I think she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, so, no idea.
I got lucky to get to know her. So
yeah, like I said, I never went over. I'm echoing.
Are you echoing?
I can hear my echo in your.
Okay.
Now I'm not. That was weird.
Wait a minute. Who's in Wildwood and who's in Avalon? Wait a minute.
Oh, you better get to your chat. It's so hard.
I know. I'm sorry, everybody in the chat. Wildwood. Who's in
Oh,
Wildwood?
choking on lashes. Hi, baby. Ah.
I'm going to Wildwood in a couple of weeks.
Good night, Ellen.
Who's Ellen? Where's Ellen?
Gone now, Linda.
Oh.
What's gone now, Alan? He's gone a long time.
No, sorry. Okay. Oh, South Jersey. Well, yeah, there's a couple of us in here who are from Jersey.
Oh, well, hi, Josie. I've been there.
I'm more of a Philly accent, for sure.
I have a Minnesotan accent, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Gotcha.
Don't you know?
You know, you can go to my channel and learn how to talk. You can learn how to talk Minnesotan if you want to. It's on my channel right now. I put a video up for it.
Well, I had said that to my husband. I'm like, well, your aunts have kind of like a Minnesotan accent. It's just not as strong.
Do I really?
No, they don't have accents. No, they don't. Like,
yeah,
they do.
That's the first thing. Do you have an
do.
accent? Or don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, bet. Yeah.
You just scream from downstairs. No, they don't.
You betcha we do. And don't forget to vote. You betcha. I'm gonna take the Oval Office and straighten that right out. That's my big thing.
Go for it. I agree. There's a lot that needs.
I don't know.
To
That's
be
a pretty heavy task. I'm just crazy enough to take it on, but it's a pretty heavy task.
I wouldn't take it.
I'll get me and my crazy.
Pay me enough money. Yeah. I wouldn't want that job.
I wouldn't either. Besides,
want to run a restaurant.
It comes with a pre-written book, and I don't know if I want to read the chapter I'm supposed to do. That's how I look at that. I don't know. I am very. I know you have to be political to, really kind of know what's going on, but I really kind of choose to just kind of let that stuff be the 15-minute news that goes by me. I don't know. I'm too.
Oh, God. I mean, me and my husband, we stopped watching the news because
I don't watch it.
One side or another side, you don't get.
You don't get the right news.
You don't get the facts. You get the side. Either, no matter where you are.
That's very true.
Like, where can you go just to watch facts? Yeah. That's why I've turned to YouTube.
Honestly, you want to know, if you watch British or UK news, you'll find out the truth in Minnesota or in America. It's true. You will, because they'll tell you the truth. And I found that, and somebody turned me on to that. Said, go watch some UK news about America. You'll hear what's going on, but it ain't going to take up your whole day to hear it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, Todd just said something here. An image is one thing, the human being is another. I think it is so true for most of YouTube.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Well, for me, what you see crazy is what you get crazy. This is me. I don't know how anybody could fake being like this, and who the hell would want to? Honestly, who would want to? Hi, Red Room.
Hello.
Megan's
Choking on ashes. And yes, Red Room Media, we were just talking about you earlier. I was talking about how you coerced me and talked me into doing all this. And then I was talking about she put up a really good video, I think, about the Dayton, Ohio. It was very chilling. It's chilling to watch because you can kind of see yourself in that situation.
Yeah, that's
like
I said, I was watching the DC shooter or DC sniper today, and I was like, when the ladies were saying, oh my gosh, I'm walking through the parking lot and there's a white van and I'm going for my gun, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine feeling like that. And then I thought, wait a minute, Linda, you're feeling it like you don't want to go to Walmart because of what's just going on here now, so imagine feeling that. I mean, it's a traveling shooter. Let's get real.
I remember because
randomly at gas stations or whatever. I mean, that's crazy.
I was living in Pennsylvania. I was living in eastern Pennsylvania at the time. And then we had scheduled to go to Dave Matthews Band, which was in Washington, D.C. It was like right before Christmas. It was like December 22nd or something like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I was right around when the D.C. sniper, because my mom was freaking out. You're going to D.C. and this is how she wanted me to stay home. I'm like, and we talked about it. My friends and I talked like, do we go? Do we not go? And they were like, why are we going to let one person who's threatening people. And yeah, it's scary, but we were like, no, we're not going to let it stop us. But thankfully, like I said, on our way down, that's when he got caught. So
Yeah,
once we got there, we
that,
knew that he had been caught. So we had felt
and what
so much better.
a kid that he got to shoot to do all the shooting. It was a kid, right? Because he didn't think he would, or he
It
wanted
was
to.
him. It's his stepdad, right?
I think when I was watching it, it said that he found this kid and he kind of just like adopted him, and he didn't really have a family. So that's what I think. I'm like I said, I was kind of doing other things and for future things coming up, and I was like
Mhm.
not really paying total attention. But when it just caught my ear when it said, yeah, a white panel man, and all these people are like, everybody was afraid of white panel mans. Everybody was, and I'm like,
Oh
well,
yeah. Well, that unfortunately that's what happened at
yeah,
9/11. Like 9/11, I had friends who were American Indian, right? Clearly they were American Indian. Like they didn't have any accents. They were very Americanized, and they were clearly Indian. They were clearly anything else. But they would get looks when we went out because everybody at that time, well, it took a couple of months until we'd figured out, who it was, what was happening, and things like that. So I would say maybe 5 to 6 months in, they would start getting looks from people because that's when like the prejudice of like Muslim people started happening and stuff like that. And they would get looks. They're like, we've been here. Like, what the hell? And I didn't pick up on it at first until I'm like, hey, are we going out? And he's like, oh, we're not going to go out tonight. I'm like, why? And then he's like, haven't you noticed? I'm like, no. Like, I guess I didn't. And he's like, I guess you wouldn't because it's just a look that we get. It's not like people say things to us. It's just a look. And that did die with time, thankfully. But I mean, that's what happened to them. And like they were because of 9/11
yeah.
kind of happened to them at that time. And
9/11 changed a lot of things, but if you ask me, a lot of things that really should have been changed. If you ask me, what
oh, yeah,
I mean,
no.
security in the airport. I mean, people are gonna, I don't
I
know.
was so naive about 9/11. I was working in Philly
That's one that will make your mind go.
and I remember going, we heard that there was a plane that hit the building and I went, what a tragic accident
Yeah,
in my head.
and then
Oh, that's horrible. And someone's like, this is terrible. Like, no, come on, it's an accident.
I thought it was a movie I was watching.
Then the second plane hit, there wasn't a question. And it was like,
Yeah.
holy crap. And then Peter Jennings, who was on Channel 6 at the time, was saying that I was sitting in the building next door to the tallest building in Philadelphia. And they were saying that there was a plane that was coming to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like a freaking mass exodus. And thankfully, I jumped into a car with a friend because they shut down all public transportation. So how the hell are you supposed to get out of city when there's no public transportation running?
Exactly.
We wound up picking people up off the street. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Just people
that's
trying
another
to get out of the
of our
city.
government. They're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have an exit out. You're supposed to be able to
There was no exit out
in the town. And they found a lot of flaws with that. But I'll tell you what, 9/11 twists my brain because the things I know about it now, it's like, how can you be so stupid and gullible into to think that? Because first of all, a building that is that high and a plane that hits it up there has no reason to collapse from there. So sorry, folks, that stuff don't work with me. Airplane fuel, you think did it? Think again. That shit burnt up right away. I don't get what they try to pass up, but this is a whole thing we probably don't want to get into because I'm very
total conspiracy theory.
Yeah. And we thank Denise for
The
that.
9/11 conspiracy
You
theory.
watch these things. No, she didn't make me. She put them out there, and I was like, "Wow, what an eye opener!" What? Because these are some things
I've definitely seen them. I mean, all I know is my experience from that day, and that day sucked.
Yeah, it did. My children were in New Jersey at the time, and I was in Minnesota, and I was freaked.
Yeah, and everybody, because I was right below, and Peter Jennings did say they believed that was coming to Philadelphia. People were like, "Get out, get out!"
Yeah.
Call me right away.
Yeah.
But it was only ABC who said that. It was Peter Jennings who said it, and we all were watching it.
Who's going to listen to Peter Jennings? I don't know anybody that wouldn't. I would. I'd be saying, "Hell, it's coming here. Well, I'm out of here. Bye."
That's what we thought, and that. But
because you got a way out.
we had no idea. We had no idea what was happening that day. We had no idea what was going on,
and what devastation and what further in the future it would cause, and all the people's lives they lost in that horrible situation. It was
a different time, but if you remember, like right after it happened, and I'm talking about like literally like weeks, the first couple of weeks after, everybody was nice to everyone. Nobody on the road was mean to each other. You know, get in. Everyone's smiling.
I thought there was a time.
Wow, is this what it takes for us all to get along?
Yeah, I think it was Americans going, wait a minute, it can happen here. Let's start looking at what's going on.
That's exactly what happened to myself.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think that could happen here.
I had just woke up and I was like, well, not too long before that. And I was turning on the TV and I'm making coffee and I turn and I go, what the heck movie is this? I thought it was a movie. And then I'm sitting there for it took me like 5 minutes. And I went, oh my God, I got to call my kids. Oh my God, where are my kids? Oh, my kids are in New Jersey. Oh, but I mean, I was freaked out. But once I talked to my kids.
All were, yeah.
I mean,
especially on this coast.
I shared terror with everybody in the world. I shared the same terror everybody else was having. What is going on? Airplanes are shut down, no flying out, no nothing. There's,
public transportation shut down everywhere.
Snipers going around. You can't, who's this in the air? Where's this going? You followed that plane for the longest time. It was just, and you're watching this, and then all these people are running, and all this smoke and building debris and everything. It was just, oh my God. I can
remember we were coming out of a garage that was underground, and the girl I was with started freaking out. Like, oh my God, get us out. Like I'm like, believe it or not, we're probably in the most safest place right now is being underground, is the safest place we can be. And, obviously we got out and, but it was like, we had, because all of my car was at the train station. We took the train into the city. So all these people we wound up dropping off. I was the last one that she dropped off because I was up in Paoli, PA, and she dropped me off. And this was like the eeriest thing that I remember is like SEPTA is the transportation system for Philadelphia, Southeastern PA. Mm-hmm. And there was this eerie voice that came over basically stating everything. This is a national emergency. Everything is shut down. It was like with this beep, and it was the most terrifying sound in the world. I was like, I'm like, I just drove my car home, and I was just like, oh my God.
I just want to have my family be safe and sit in the house and look at my family and say, I love you. Oh my gosh, I love you. You know what I mean? And my kids were 1,000 miles away from me, so it was really hard for me. But, my brother-in-law at the time, who's passed away, God rest his soul, he did a lot of the cleanup at 9/11 because he had a construction company in New Jersey. So he did a lot of that, and he said it was just devastating. And people for a long time, and I still believe if you go by there, people are just still the same. At first they were like people gathering around and weeping and crying at a building, and now they got the 2 empty spots, and they got
it's a nice site now. It's not.
Yeah,
I've never went through the museum.
No, I haven't either. But it's a nice little, like memorial type thing or whatever. If you want to remember that, I choose not to, but I don't want to be ignorant to anything either. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Right over here in PA, like I'm not that far from the PA side of, like from Jersey.
Right.
Cross over the bridge and right over in Bucks County.
The water Delaware, whatever it's called,
the Delaware River.
Yeah, where Washington did his little, yeah.
Yeah, Washington, it's exactly, I'm like.
I lived just on the other side of that. That's where I lived in Jersey, on the other side of that.
That's kind of where I am.
Okay, well then, yeah, well. There you go. So, Wanda,
So
my friend Wanda, that went to the rally.
in Bucks County, they do have a
You lived there.
911. Huh?
I think she lived there. That's
Who?
Wanda, my friend Wanda, just came back from New Jersey. And she used to live there for the longest time, just on the other side of there, past the, I don't know, this truck stop that's there, and then you go up.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's still there.
I know, yeah, I need to know what I'm talking about. These
Yeah,
people,
that would be the Newtown exit. That would be the Newtown exit. That's like right on.
yep. Well, she lived right down the road from that, so it wasn't too far. So yeah,
That's where my friend lives.
she lived the longest time. Her name is Wanda. She lived down there forever. But yes. So yeah, I know pretty Jersey.
I have a lot of friends who live over there. I'm always over there.
Yeah.
But right over there, they do have a 9/11 memorial. Now, there was a tragic thing that happened. It was a national, so I'm not even going to talk because it's not my place to talk about it.
Okay.
Something happened to a friend of mine's son. It was like a national news thing. Mm-hmm. And we all went to the Washington Memorial because these 4 boys were killed. And one of them was my friend from high school and grade school. Yeah. So
you never know what tragedies are going to hit people and who you're going to meet that has a story to tell you. And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's this story. I don't really tell the story often because it's not my story to tell.
Right.
But like in the area, everybody knows the story of the kid who did this.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not positive. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. So
a couple of years back.
It's not you can tell you as a friend to him, but it's not really. Yeah.
I didn't know her son whatsoever, but I mean, he was known. He was the one known, like he had a pretty good, he had a good record. Yeah. And, unfortunately he wound up getting like the worst of it. And it was just, what do you say to somebody about that? What do you say? And there's nothing you can say to make that better.
No, there's not anybody can say anybody's tragical things. You really can't. You can say, sorry, but
that was one that really made me step aside and go, holy crap.
Yeah. It's a little close now.
And, he confessed. The one guy confessed with, but the one guy didn't. And he was supposed to go on trial back in January, and he never did. So I don't know what's going on with that case. But that was something too close to home that really hit. Yeah, that was the one I'm like, oh, that's too close. Yeah, I didn't like it.
I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at somebody said in chat, joking on Ashes, said that her or his or their favorite congresswoman is from Minnesota. Is it Ann? Is it Ann Gorbachev? Because I like Ann.
I don't know all the Congress.
I don't know a lot about politics, but she's kind of a local, thing here.
Local yokel star.
And running for president. So it'll be me and Ann against the world. That's funny.
You betcha.
She won't say you betcha because she's trying to hide the you betcha accent, that we got in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
She's trying to be more classy.
She doesn't want to be a Sarah Palin.
Yeah. Oh God. Ooh. There you go. That's kind of where my mind.
I just remember the Saturday Night Live with Tina Fey. That was hilarious.
I love Tina Fey.
Hilarious. She was perfect. Like you couldn't. When you put the two aside, they looked so much alike. So much alike.
Oh, geez. You got a campaign? Oh, they're talking about me running for president. Denise says that's my campaign manager. So I would imagine she should be talking since she's the one that nominated me.
You guys laughed forever.
Listen, you got to try to, my mom's 77 and she's kind of set in her ways, and so I go in and tell her, Mom, I'm running for president. And she's like, what? What? You're what? When did this happen? What? And she's taking me serious. I said, Mom, it's on my, YouTube. No, you can't say you're running for president and then broadcast that stuff. You can't do that. I said,
your mom sounds like my mom.
We got coffee cups and T-shirts. She goes, Linda Kay, you cannot do that. Linda Kay, you better take that off right now. That isn't even right. You do not be mocking the government. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, my mom's like, oh, he's like, be careful what you do. I'm like, I'm real careful, Bob. I'm real careful.
I mean, I'm not, I'm really not on it. And I said it's just something we're doing through YouTube. And I said, don't you want to wear a shirt that says "You betcha"?
Gotcha.
Have a coffee mug that says "You betcha." It'll make you smile, even if you're in a bad mood. Somebody go, "You."
Ginger locked endorses. Woohoo!
Oh, that's right, Martha. Yep, Martha Dickinson, 58. Announced me. Yes, that you are correct. That's that right there. Yep. So anyway, I don't know. Gosh, it's nice to see some of these people in here that I always see in like Mel's chat or in CC's, or
Yeah,
and oh, by the way, I didn't even do this. I know I thanked or I congratulated you for your 1,000 subscribers, but really, congratulations. I mean, I don't care if I stay small. I'm kind of like Mel, don't really care. But it's great for you because you do got like a lot of different, messages to give out. Me, I'm just kind of goof off, and I upload serious stuff, and I do talk when it comes to making a murder. That's my, wrongful convictions is a big thing for me, but seriously.
Oh, like I said to you, you caught me. You got that video, that one video with the kids. I watched that whole thing. I watched it. I was glued. I was completely glued to it, and it really made me think.
Yeah,
like, for sure, it made me think.
Yeah, I just put out the Michael Crow story too, and that's a real bad confession, and to be accused of stabbing your sister, and for years be in jail and everything else, and not have an investigator. It's really a very, very sad situation. So I put that out too. That's it's something people should be aware of, for real, because it could be your kid, it could be your husband, it could be your brother, it could be your neighbor.
Hello, God, the good one.
God, the good
one is blessing us with His presence.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy. I need all the blessings I can get. You betcha I need that.
Bless her political run.
Yeah. It's political
run of office.
I just want to twist things around. Like I really want to take the Oval Office and go, let's straighten that sucker out.
First things first, you make marijuana legal.
Everywhere. Everywhere. And everybody should have a prescription for it because it'll make the world a lot better place. And hey, you can really, I bet you the food starts tasting better.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's friend is just went through her second treatment of what is that? It's very important, Linda. What are you talking about? She has cancer, so it's chemo.
Okay?
Yeah, and I said, Mom, you should tell her to try some marijuana or have that doctor, because we have medical marijuana is illegal here, but there's like really strong stipulations on it that need to be like released. Like we're a forward-looking state, but they're not looking at CBD the way they should. As far as I'm
concerned. Yeah.
That is I mean, there's no high involved. That is just straight.
No, I mean here. You can honestly go on Amazon and get it.
Yeah, well,
for CBD.
I don't know if that's if it's real though. You know what I mean? Is it the real stuff, or is it like?
I believe the CBD. Like I think for whatever it is, there's something about the CBD that they make legal because I think it doesn't give it head high.
Yeah, well, that's good because I just needed to.
I could be wrong.
No more the fibromyalgia when you start getting your aching and your body shocks and things like that. It's a very good cure for that, and because
anxiety, it's an amazing cure for anxiety. Because I went live today, and I was saying I had horrible anxiety for the news over the weekend, and I walked, and that really helped. And then I took my kids to my in-laws' house, and then I came home and did what I needed to do. And
then you got, oh my gosh, my time to relax. I got no kids. I'm gonna have some fun. Gonna get this crazy lady on here.
Because with the kids, like I normally only vape. because of the smell and the odor. I'm like, today I'm going to use the green
Yeah,
stuff.
I vape, but there's no tobacco in mine or no nicotine in mine. I'm trying to quit smoking, so I
Oh
don't
yeah,
want
no, I don't have any nicotine in mine either.
I don't want to add nicotine to that stuff or anything, so I don't,
No.
Isn't that clear there, Denise?
I used to smoke cigarettes back in the day. Not anymore.
Yeah,
I was a Marlboro Light kind of girl in
yeah,
the
I'm a
bar
straight
back
up
in the day.
red pack Marlboro girl, but I went from a pack every other day down to a pack. I think it's about a week and 2 days now that I need a pack of cigarettes, and I just keep them around. It's just keep them around just in case I really need one or something happens where I'm really kind of stressed and the puff box doesn't do it, because I don't really think I'm addicted to the nicotine. I think I'm addicted to the habit.
Um, I will say for me, like there will be times like if I'm having drinks with my next door neighbors,
Yeah.
especially, or my neighbors are outside and I go out back and like I will see Rebecca with one and I'm like, all right, give me one. And I
Yeah.
always regret it every time because I always feel nasty the next day.
I don't like the way it
Ugh.
and stuff. I can't handle the smell anymore.
No, I mean marijuana. I don't care about the smell.
Hey, that doesn't smell like a good thing.
Oh, my,
Burn that stuff all day long. Hey, you sage my house with it. I don't care.
but I used to be on methadone, Dilaudid, fentanyl.
Yeah.
I was on every
Every
narcotic under the
narcotic,
freaking
right.
sun, and I was screwed up for a while.
Mhm.
And not intentionally. My
No.
doctors had me screwed up.
Yeah.
And I do believe my daughter might even remember some of that because she, with my kids, I had the doctor sit and explain why mommy has to,
Be in the hospital or
because I
can't.
can't hide it from them. I can't be
Right.
stupid enough to think I'm actually hiding it from them. So I need to educate them instead of just whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
so they are, and they're well aware that, not everybody agrees with this, so we don't talk about it. No, we
Right.
don't talk about it.
Right.
But mostly everybody who is my age or younger knows that it's not. It's actually way better than taking narcotics. It's the best.
And it's a lot better than having a drink,
Yeah.
because I don't know anybody who's smoked a few of these and went out and killed somebody driving, but I know a couple people that have had one or two of these and have killed people. So I know they tried to
And
take away before and prohibition didn't work, okay? But I think if you had probably more people that were able to smoke something that came from the ground that God made, thank you, God, you know, then nature won't fool you, you know, and man-made things are not good.
yes, yes, Ginger Law. He's like, methadone is absolutely disgusting stuff. Yes.
I don't know nothing about it because
And that was the time I told you that my best friend's husband died. I was on the methadone at that time.
yeah,
And I can remember I didn't drink because if I remember if I tried to even have a sip of wine or anything during that time when I was on, it made me crazy. I'm like, I can't do that. So I didn't. So, but there'd be times that I would be at the kitchen table and I would just knock out.
Yeah, no control.
From the medication.
I don't like them because of that. No control. I don't want to be like knocking out, or I mean, I have a really high tolerance to pain. I mean, so high that if I'm telling you this hurts, it really hurts, by then it's way beyond where a normal person would be able to take it. My pain threshold never gets to a 10. I mean, even if when I came out of the motorcycle accident, I never had a 10, a 10.
Damn, that's pretty awesome.
But I don't take painkillers. I don't take any kind of medication whatsoever. I just don't, unless if I had an infection or something, they gave me some antibiotics or something. Yeah, but I try not to take aspirin.
Right. Yeah. See, and I was with pain management for a long. I'm still with pain management.
Yeah, we got a lot more.
The pain management is now dealing with that.
Right.
That's where I get the card and I'm legal because of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm having a hard
time. I do it at night, and as long as I've even gotten myself off. Like I used to take Percocet in the morning just to help me moving. I've even stopped doing that. I don't even
make you angry, Percocet. I know somebody that takes some and it makes them an angry person. You know what I mean? And I've heard that's like something that it does to some people. I don't know.
No, not to me.
Oh, okay, because I mean, I get irritable when I was in the hospital with my accident, and that's like, whoa, it was so long ago. But I had morphine, like shots or whatever. But then when I was like getting off of that to get ready to go home, they gave me something, and I didn't like the way it made me feel. It made me feel angry and everything else, and I was like, just like short. So I just quit taking it, and it ended up almost killing me, just cutting myself off of the medicine. I started getting really sick and I didn't know what was going on. I was like sweating, but really, really hot. I had to go back to the emergency room. He said, Linda, you cannot do this. You need to take the medicine the way I prescribed it for you because it's weaning you off. You can kill yourself. I didn't.
That is so, yes. You can.
That was my last experience with medications like that. So I take that kind of medication very seriously. You know what I mean? It's like you can become addicted to it, and you can kill yourself by coming off of it. And I just, it's scary.
It's not hard to get addicted to. Like,
I can imagine.
It's not necessarily that you want it. It's
you just want the pain.
It's more like I feel crazy without it if I don't take it, and that's what it was more like for me. And I've gotten weaned off of everything. And that
with the doctor or just by yourself?
Pretty much by myself.
Oh, well, good for you, because I mean, I've seen people that are like been doing Oxycontins and stuff for so long that for an initial real bad pain that they were having or surgery or something, and the doctor kept giving it to them, then they cut him off of it and their body needs it. It's like they get sick. It's like telling an alcoholic to quit drinking. You can't do that kind of thing.
Get physically sick.
The doctors need to make some kind of program for people that they can wean them off of this. So they should.
They do. They do
for it.
They do.
Oh, okay.
They do. I mean, it's not even a narcotic. It's like a benzo, but I take for my anxiety, I take lorazepam, but I take it once a day.
Yeah.
And it's much less than what I used to take. I used to take it twice a day. So now I'm already down to one.
I know I need meds, but I don't know what kind. I know I got everything under the sun. PTSD, OCD, this, that, whatever, split personality, tripolar, all that crap, I'm probably, quadruple polar, if there's a name, I don't know. What do they call that? Squirrel brain. And squirrel.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Hey, Todd, I've been on narcotics for a really long time, and I just didn't want to be on narcotics anymore. They were making me crazy. I mean, literally crazy. So, when I moved to marijuana, I feel like, I got to hide it because, everybody still kind of has that stigma that goes along with it.
Not anymore. More people.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. There's around me, there's certain people who certainly do.
You should hand them, let them see some medical stuff on it, or talk to, people that have done it and tell them how much better they are from having that, how much more stable their mind is, how much more their body feels better by just having CBDs. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think anybody that is using it for pain is using it to get high. They don't want that. They just want to be able to move. It's a wonderful, I mean, even the rubs, if you get the right amount, it is great. I mean, my friend makes this lotion and I can rub it on my knee and it will just take it away. And I'm like,
exactly.
It's better than smelling like, a medicine cabinet, and it's natural. And I think things that are natural are so much better for you,
I agree.
So much better.
I've been on both. So talking to someone who's been on narcotics to it's been on now marijuana.
Yeah.
My doctors look at me differently, like in a better way.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
They know that I've now am off of this and I'm not going to be coming to the hospital, because they never knew, when I was on all these medications, they would think you would want more when that wasn't my case. But I was always looked at differently because I was on narcotics. And because like if I went in there and I knew what I needed, like they would like start, why do you know that? Why would you know? Like I'm like, come on, I'm here. How often am I here? I know exactly what it takes to help me. But now that they know what I take at home, they don't treat me like that. They don't give me that like cross eye, are you here for the wrong reasons or not? They don't do that anymore. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, well, because you get known to, well, you've been on these pills for so long. That's what they look at, You've been on these pills for so long. So they just think you're probably just like everybody else or what. I don't think everybody, I don't think anybody actually that started out with pain and but was given a prescription for pain meds and now is an addict from that they should be looked at any differently at all. I mean, the doctors did it. They don't, I'm sure they didn't want to say, hey, I want to be a junkie tomorrow. I
Oh,
want them pills. You know what I mean? I don't think they said that thing at all. I think it was just something that their body got used to and they need a way to break out of it. And like you said, if marijuana is helping you, well, then all for the marijuana. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I read for pain and sleep now, and you get right on choking ashes. That I used to use it for the latter part of it, but now I use it for all the other parts of it. Because I didn't
mhm.
know, I was wondering why I never felt pain.
Mhm.
Oh no.
It's been a godsend for me. It really has. It's changed my life for the better,
Yeah, I'm sick of
and
this.
I'm more clear than I've ever been before.
Yeah, a lot of people think, well, I mean, if you've ever watched, oh, what is that one called? There's a movie from way back in the day, and it's about marijuana,
Oh, for the love of God, there's a few of them.
and
Half
listen,
baked,
it'll make you laugh because it makes them think that person's crazy. Oh my gosh, look at you did this because he
Cheech and
smoked a joint.
Chong.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, listen, I've never seen anybody do anything real weird out of smoking just a joint. So I don't know what hallucinogenics they're putting in their marijuana to make them do that, but it don't grow that way. So on to the next one as far as that goes, is what I tell everybody.
I remember when I first tried it.
It didn't even do nothing for me the first time I did it.
Oh, it did for me. Like I didn't even have to take more than a hit, and it would. I was like everything would kind of go wow, wow, wow. It made it. It had a different feel. It didn't make me feel good at the first time, not at all, for a while. And then when I started using it as medication, I've gotten more used to it, and now I know what it's like to be a functioning.
Right. You know how to function very well without any grogginess or any need for it. You don't have no
It
body.
doesn't really make me groggy. It doesn't make
Right.
me. It just makes me calmer.
Right. Well, Todd's asking you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. have I never have. Oh, let me see. Bang. Never have tried it. Many people have told me to try it. What's your experience between the two? Marijuana Percocet, if you don't mind me asking. Um, I'm going to be honest. I found that Percocet actually wasn't starting to work for me anymore. Um,
I've
I
heard
was
of
kind of
that.
more taking it more to routine because my body was used to it. And it was like if I didn't take it, I would feel weird and I would feel like all strange. But taking the marijuana and replacing it for a couple of days,
Yeah.
it really helped me get off. But you have to wean down slowly. It's not like, okay, I'm going to jump off Percocets. I'm off it. No, you got
Yeah.
to just, break it
You
down.
need your doctor's help with that if you've been taking some kind of, pain med like that. You definitely need to talk to your doctor about it. I don't know what state you're living in, but if it's legal there, talk to your doctor about an alternative. And
Todd, do you have medical marijuana available where you live? That's
right,
a good question. That's really the question.
right.
I mean, I wish it was legal, and then they were trying to make it legal, but our
Yeah.
stupid governor couldn't
Well,
figure it out.
Minnesota's going to go for it next year. We didn't make it this year, didn't even get on the ballot, but we will. They say we'll have it next year, and we'll have it all ranges. It'll be medical and it'll be recreational. So there's a big difference just between the medical and recreational. I mean, now it's decriminalized, so it's up to the police officer and the amount that you have. But it's decriminalized across the USA, so it just has to be federally decriminalized. That's the problem.
I want to agree here with choking on ashes real quick. Yeah, definitely consult your doctor first. Like I definitely like my doctor knew what I was doing and I explained to him like this is what I'm going to do. And he's like, "Okay, let me know how that works cuz I knew my body best."
Yeah.
So I knew what I could. I mean, I've been on lorazepam for a long time.
Oh, that's a long time, God.
But at least I'm down from like the two milligrams a day. Now I'm only down to 2.
Right.
Instead of taking 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I mean, I'm really coming down. I do take muscle relaxers as well.
Yeah.
Because with the ankylosing spondylitis, my muscles physically harden. So
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know what this the heart is a rock. I tell you what, they don't ever move. It's terrible. Get spasms and things in it, and I don't like that.
Did you ever see the video? I posted it a long time ago. It was like when I first started. It's back in April. We were throwing axes. We went out and we were throwing axes for my friend's birthday.
Oh,
and
I don't think it is.
Yeah, and I actually made a trailer, but I don't have the trailer up anymore. But it like for the first time, like when my friend videoed me, and the guy was like trying to tell me how to do it, that I could do it even though my back was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, trying to throw anything like this is just really difficult.
Yeah.
And he's like, but the axes didn't weigh anything; they were really, really light. And so it was easy enough that I could, but I know if I kept that up, I would have been in way more pain than I already was that night.
Yeah,
I was already in a lot of pain.
Yeah,
but we went to this place. I'm like, well, screw it. I'm going to make a video out of it. If I'm here, I'm like, might as well.
Let's have some fun. Let's document this stuff. I'll tell you, when you do YouTube, you start thinking, wow, you know what? I could have used that for a film. Why wasn't I taping?
Yeah.
Why was I not taping? You know,
it was funny because do you remember the Erin F? She used to be on, but now she's won everything. She's up as now, and she had said something like when she saw what I said, let's throw axes. She thought I was totally getting into the drama community, like ready to throw daggers at people.
Oh, here it comes! You know, yeah, I don't.
Person.
I've tried to go over and see some of these channels that they're drama or whatever, but I don't know anything that's going on. I don't know the people, so I'm just like, well, it's not for me. So I don't put down any creator. You do whatever you want to do, whatever your audience wants, deserves, whatever right. And that's
I just have a problem with people going on other channels and trying to pull them down. I don't agree with that.
I carry so much blue. They ain't got a chance. And I'm a ninja when it comes to that mod. You know that stuff.
You're an awesome mod. There's times that you and I've been on, like, you're like, that one,
Lisa, but you're getting it out of here, man. You ain't gonna talk to her like that. That lady is so sweet. Moloney, get out of here, you troll. You got to go. Trolls don't last here. They don't last with me. They don't attack me.
If you're not affected by it, they're not gonna stay around if they're not affecting you. And
engage in conversation.
If you've got as many physical problems, and if you've been through the ringer in hospitals and shit like that, this is nothing. I mean, I get Have
you been pregnant before? Listen, yeah, okay, you qualify.
27 hours of labor, yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're A1. Yep.
And she still wouldn't come. She's like, I'm not coming. And so that wound up being a C-section.
Todd said, thank you very much. You can say whatever you like in here, except for, go eat them, whatever. I don't know. Don't say not rude. Don't be rude. That's all you got to do is not be rude. Okay. And I don't like rude people. I just don't. I mean, you can have a healthy debate without getting personal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has a right to disagree and not agree.
That's what I'm saying. What happening? Can we agree to disagree? Whatever happened to that?
I don't know. It just works for me.
It still works for me too. I don't know why other people can't you have to agree with them or you're a horrible person.
Louis Fuller saying hi to you.
Hello, how are you? Hello, Louis. Nice to see you.
Now, God, do you know we've been on here for an hour and a half?
I just looked up and it's 7 o'clock. And the funny thing is I really unpurposely scheduled this. Like I wanted to be like, all right, we're not going to go into reporting live from my sofa's time.
Right. That's why I said, oh, yeah, we got to go. No.
Shortly, at least.
Yeah.
We have to help him out.
We have to be loyal to our, I never.
I don't go live if I know somebody is going live. And I don't have a schedule yet.
Yeah,
So,
I don't either.
And I probably might get a little bit more of a set schedule, possibly come this.
I don't know if I'll ever be scheduled. My lives are so spontaneous and
I don't plan anything.
I upload a lot of films and stuff, and different things on my discussions, but I really kind of like just being who I am, which is a little bit, unpredictable and a little bit crazy. But
you speak your mind, and you're not, and you know what? You're one of those people that you can tell me the truth regardless if it hurts or not, and I'm not going to be offended by it.
Well, like I said, I got no filter. As long as you can accept that I got no filter, and my delivery might be a little harsh, but it's coming from my heart. Well,
I understand that. No, my friend and I were like that for a long time. Like I had such a respect for her. If she's like, that bothers me, cool, I won't do it. Or I'd be the same with her. And that's the way it was. Like we argue. We never argue.
Yeah.
Because we communicated.
Yeah. That's like I say to my friends, I'm a friend. If I say something that bothered me, well, obviously I took the time to think about it and that you did it. And yeah, it bothered me. So I'm just telling you as a friend, but usually I'm not very offended by much. Never rude.
It takes a lot for me to like get embarrassed or something. And I got embarrassed last week.
I don't get embarrassed. I get embarrassed very easily. You never know it, would you?
No, and I don't. And something embarrassed me last week. Somebody posted up my freshman year dance. And it's on my Facebook page. And
I'm going to look now. You know that, don't you?
He was a congressman, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of people on his Facebook.
So you're nationwide now.
So I'm like, oh my God, that's so many people. And I'm like, and I didn't post it. A friend of mine did who went to some reunion that we had last year or last weekend. I didn't get to go. And he posted, she redid her freshman dance picture with the guy that she went to the freshman dance with, and he was smaller than her. He was like this, and this was her, this was him, now this is him, and this is her.
That's funny. Well, you never know. Now you could be hanging on, some senator's wall or congressman.
No, he's not a congressman anymore. He's involved with the army now. Like he's really, I forget. He's still a bigwig of some sort. What it is, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a political person.
Your Facebook. Megan's Birdie's running to your Facebook. She's running to Ginger Facebook. I'm going to too there. I'm right with you, Megan's Birdie.
I figured if it embarrassed me, I need to post it myself so I'm not embarrassed anymore. And I did that. I did that on Instagram. I posted it on Instagram so I wasn't embarrassed anymore. I'm like, if I post it, then I'm not embarrassed.
Well, my problem with embarrassment is that I get embarrassed really easy. But you know what? I make the biggest freaking joke out of it that you never know I was embarrassed because I'm like, put it out there, boy. It's going to go out there real big.
I think because I had a crush on him when I was in freshman year and I never addressed it. I never said anything about it. And he was so cute. Like, he was really cute. And I'm like,
and he grew up.
He looked like David. He looked like David from 90210.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day with the box haircut, that was the thing.
Yeah, well, there were some good-looking guys, but they turned out to be jerks.
Well, I'll give him this. He's a good guy. He's one of the good ones, and he's got a good family, and he came from a good family, and he's just a nice guy. But at first, I was embarrassed until, like, him and my best friend we're talking, and he's like, you're just mad because I gave Becky a better corsage or something like that. I'm like, Becky? Who the hell's Becky?
Then you're going, whoa. And mind you,
He's like, I was dictating that. I'm sorry. I was driving. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
dictating that,
He's
right?
like, how can I forget you? Please. I'm like, I know. I'm joking. But it was to read you're on my Facebook, so you can read it. If you read that, it's hilarious. I'm like, oh my God.
I love laughing. I laugh at my own self. I look in the mirror and go, whoa, who's that? No. I remember you. I remember some young chick. What the heck happened? When
Exactly.
you're still dreaming, go back to bed.
I was the baby sister forever, and I wanted to be old. Now I want to be young again. And I'm like, facelift.
Well, let me tell you, all these wrinkles right here, they're definitely earned. I mean, I'm 57, a little close to heaven. You know what I'm saying? I got this from because I got really light eyes like you do. You know, and you can't really see now, like, you know, but I got hazel eyes, so they turn blue, green, blue, green. So I'm doing this, you know, because I can't wear sunglasses because I have glasses, and I go like this all the time. So of course, Botox will take that away. Don't worry, next week you won't see it.
I know. I have these lines. I have these.
I don't mind them. It's this one right here that drives me crazy because it makes me look angry. You know, like.
You know what? I wear sunglasses everywhere, so I don't like squinting. So
yeah,
because of that is why I don't have that.
I do that, and my mother was right. It did come, but anyway, I'm gonna get Botox there, Botox here, so I'll be like this. Yeah, don't all look good.
I could use a little tuck under the chin.
Oh yeah, hey, let's not talk about that. How about this? I'm going like this. Hi, how you doing? Oh my gosh, just don't give me this. I don't want them.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
And see,
I'm able to make a face, but I don't want lips to go like this or my face to go, hi, I'm smiling right now. Can't you tell?
My friends used to call me when I was younger a cartoon character because I have a lot of expression. Like I use like my eyes a lot for expression or my face. And they'd be like, oh my God, you're like a cartoon character. You're so dramatic. I'm like,
I wish they would have said that to me instead of, damn, Linda, can't you shut your mouth?
I get that too.
Yeah. I tried them prescription sunglasses. You know what happened to that? Is that the switching of them. You know?
Why don't you get the ones that fade into the sun?
Well, them didn't work so great for me either. Really? I am going to try to get contacts because they got dual vision contacts now. So, because I wear bifocals, you know, can't see far. So, if I get them, then I can just wear the latest sunglasses there is, and I'll be happier than a pig in a holler. I'll tell you what. Okay, ham sandwich.
Wait, do I have them or do I put them someplace else? I always have like sunglasses that are this big. Where'd you go?
Big ones.
Yeah,
I wear them.
I wear them all the time. I think that helps with this.
Cool kids. I want to be like a cool kid, even though I'm a cool grandma.
Yeah,
I'm a nana.
I still like my kids are 12 and 7. And I know girls my age who are grandmas. I'm like, what? Grandma?
Well, yeah, no. I'm glad it was in my 50s when I got my first grandchild. That's a good age to be a grandma. It really is.
I get well, what if Grace is 12? Yeah, I'm 44. I'll be in my 50s. Yeah.
And she, you know,
I think. I mean, she could go not having kids. I mean, that's possible. She could look at women and go, I don't want to end up like her, and try to get pregnant because that's where everything went south.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Yeah, I didn't have good pregnancies. We don't even want to talk. That's why I only had 2, and the second one was I was like, oh God, you're putting me through this again.
I had hyperemesis.
Please, Lord, this is me. I'm not a good pregnant woman. Don't look good pregnant. Don't feel good pregnant. I got toxemia. Couldn't see. I gained weight. I mean, I gained like almost 80 some pounds.
I gained 80 pounds with my first one.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so miserable. And I had both of my children in the hottest parts ever, like record years of heat. Okay, 85 and 88 were the record years. Yes, of course, the Minnesota Twins won the World Series twice then. Yep, but great. It wasn't good for going outside. I meant outside, my feet were like so blowed up, my legs.
Oh,
I mean, I had thighs. You know what I'm saying? From butt to ankles, I had ankles. It was terrible. I had definite ankles, and I don't want them ever again.
what?
Ankles.
Thank
Ankles was fat. It was one stick, one big long. There was no curve in there. You know, like you got thighs and then shins. You know, it was butt to ankle, ankles.
Thank I had those.
I just made that word up, so I don't know. Just right on the fly, I was thinking.
Yeah, we'll make it catch up. It'll be like fetch for me girls.
They're saying ankles, but I'm like, I was butt to ankles, so it's ankles. I don't know. Whatever. Hey,
I had so much. I had horrible pregnancies. I was not a good pregnant person, and even my doctor, the doctor.
Sorry, Denise says if she ever gets pregnant again, she's going in the woods and letting the animals eat her. That's a horrible thought, Denise. No, thank you, she says. I suppose not, considering she gives birth to basketball players who are like 10 feet tall when they're born.
Oh yeah, my youngest is never phased by anything. Like she's just not phased until it's her birthday, and then it's all we talk about. And then once the birthday's over, we start talking about next year's birthday. And I'm like,
you don't get a month-long birthday. I've heard of that. I said I was at the mall, and the kid goes, "Well, it's my birthday month." And the mother goes, "Well, I know that." Well, then I'm like, "Whoa, man, I raise her
birthday
month. The child gets whatever it wants for a month." I'm like, "Wow, yeah."
Oh,
Mom needs that. Thank you. I'll take a birthday week. Birthday, all right, 1 day, 1 hour, a birthday hour would be nice. I mean,
smoking weed makes you feel like an act like Linda than sign me up.
Funny thing is, Todd, let's be perfectly honest, it does help me, but it doesn't make me this. I'm afraid I have to blame my parents for that. I don't know which one to blame.
There she is. We were just talking about that Crohn's chick. There she is. Hi, lovely. How are you? Yeah, she's got a great channel. I mean,
check it out.
Yeah, she really does, especially if you suffer from stuff. I mean, that's how I looked for her. Like I looked for people who talked about chronic pain.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to people who dealt with everything like I did on it.
Have you went to Bridget's channel?
Huh?
You know Mel's friend Bridget?
Yes, yeah, I do.
She's got a nice.
Bridget and I talk a lot.
Yeah, I like her channel. I haven't checked out that Crohn's chick, but I mean I will. But I like Bridget's channel too because she's.
Well, we're such on different schedules because her and mine. The last time I got to be on like really one of her lives, I got home from the New Kids on the Block concert. I'm I'm going to die.
I was like, this is like 3:30 in the morning. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm fading fast. And I'm going, oh, well, I got to go, guys. And I hate that. I just hate going in. But you know what? It's better to show some few minutes of support than not show any at all. So,
if I can't, it's very rare I can stay in and be in a place the whole time. Like even when we go to Paul's later today, like I can't stay in there the whole time because I got the kid. Well, I don't have the kids tonight.
But I go in and if I can't stay, I just say, sorry, got to go. But at least I was in, and say hi. And I just, everybody, like I see Cece and Paul and Denise and, them are channels that will continue to go to Mel's and support them. If I like a channel, I go there.
I love Mel. Mel is phenomenal.
She cracks me up, man. She is just like so real. What you see is what you get. What you see is what I love. What you see is what you get. Like 4119 now he's same way. CC same way.
I like him too.
I love him. I love him. And I mean, me, I'm the same. You're the same. I mean, these are people that are real. They're real. I like real people. And I found some channels that are like, you are not. If you're real, I really feel sorry for you. Okay, because that is like a little too unbelievable that people go through their life being like that. But I'm sure there are people that do that.
Mm-hmm.
My little bow's going crooked.
Yes, Denise. I went to New Kids on the Block, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, um, Salt
Wow.
and Pepper, and Naughty by Nature.
Wow. I
Yeah,
wanted to go see In
that
Excess.
was like one show. It was awesome.
That is a lot of, yeah, that's a lot of teen bands. I
But they're not. They're 50-year-old bands,
know. Do they sound
right?
good? Are they
And then
it
the
sound good?
50-year-old bands have the 50 and 40-year-old nutcase moms throwing themselves at them like they're teenagers again. It's
Ah,
insane.
that's
It's
crazy.
totally crazy. Like I couldn't get over that. Like I'm like, all right. Like I can't see like going screaming and crazy when they rip their shirts off at this age.
No,
Even
no.
if they do
Wait a
look
minute.
pretty
There's a time and
awesome.
place. There really was never a time and place for that. But if you're gonna do it, please be under the age of 39.
Oh my god.
I don't get it.
No, I mean, no, you need to be under the age of 29.
Yeah,
That kind of crap. I was like, I'm too old for this
yeah.
shit. I was like, like
Some clothes should come with age labels too.
I'm a huge fan of Dave Matthews Band, right? Yeah, I think everybody who knows me knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And there was one time, and I've been in his company a couple of times, and I was one time I was like right in the front row, and he was staring at me, and I looked up, and I'm like, it. I couldn't even look at him. Like I was so embarrassed. Like I couldn't make, and he, I think, knew that like it was making me even feel more uncomfortable. So he kept doing it. And my friends behind me hit me going, oh my God, he's staring at you. I'm like, stop, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I was so mortified. I don't know why, but like, I mean, yeah, like I could, when I first met him, I turned around, nothing came out of my mouth.
Oh, geez, that's like when I met Tech Nine. Because that's my dude, Tech Nine. I'll tell you what, when I met him, he goes, "Come here, little mama," and I'm like, "Oh."
Oh, yeah, I think that was
When
the
you meet
first
your,
time and only time I was speechless.
yeah, when you meet somebody that you're like, when you looked at, and you're like, "Man, I was just
Oh my
I love the
God.
music. I listened to it. It got me through so much. You have no idea what your music did to me." And they're in front of you, and you're going because in your head
Oh
you're like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, if I only got a chance to talk to that person, what would I say?" And then you got this in your head, and then you go there, and you're like, "Oh, I did."
Yeah, nothing comes out. Well, then I did get another chance to meet him. And I'm like, I'm such an idiot. The first time I met you, nothing came out. And I'm forcing these words to come out right now.
Yeah. And you could feel your face getting warmer,
Oh
and
my
your heart
God.
beating faster,
Oh
and
God, you could feel your face get red.
you just want to go, "Yo, oh God, I hate that."
You
And
want to,
us
you
being
want to be
redheads,
like an ostrich and stick your head in a hole.
yes,
And
you want your whole body to be swallowed up, you know? I mean, kind of like, they're gone. Let's just be gone here, okay? And you know
yep.
what? I know other people get embarrassed too, but redheads with freckles and light skin, they look like, let's say a stop sign just doesn't hold a candle to their face when they're embarrassed. I mean, I know that when I was a kid, I
Oh,
was like, oh my God, look at my face. I look like a worse than a stop sign. I look like a bleached, very ripe tomato. I mean, you can just feel it like going up your neck. And I just hate it. I can't stand it. Oh, thank you.
you gotta go.
Oh, yeah. You gotta go. Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of those conversations I really can't believe I had, but it was one of the funniest conversations I've ever had in my life. Was that video? I am not lying to you. I still cannot watch that without a strange face or a straight face. Never. What is and
You in sixth grade, you got fourth row tickets. Oh my God. Oh
who?
my God. I bet you that was a dream.
Who's that?
That's
New Kids
Denise.
on the Block. Got it.
Yeah. Like,
Sorry.
isn't she the one that you go live with all the time?
Hey, that Bush Stadium is a really gorgeous stadium. I'll tell you what. You see the front of that.
I've never been down there.
Oh, see, same.
I mean, I've been there, like I went to Raleigh. I went to Raleigh to see a concert. I've been to Charlottesville to see a concert. I've been in Virginia, but Bush Stadium is what? Is that at Busch Gardens?
Missouri, Kansas City.
Oh, Missouri, Kansas City.
Yeah, well, I went down there and got to see it just strictly because
Never been to Kansas City.
I love Tech Nine, and they have their main office in there. So I had to go see where Tech Nine's office was, and maybe the chance of running into him again so I could look at him and go, because I have nothing to say, a lot in my head, but my mouth will not function well. I just got squirrel in the mouth. I can't talk.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I was, but there was one time I ran into the drummer, and I love the drummer. He's such a nice guy, and I'm like, don't go anywhere. And I went and I grabbed a friend of mine who was like a huge fan of his, and he waited. I'm like, why did you wait? He's like, because you told me to.
Hey, Catnip says, you want some New Kids on the Block trading cards?
Oh my.
I didn't even know they had them.
Oh, they got everything. They're a money making machine right now.
Oh yeah.
They all dress like 80s. Like they all wear like the neon, and they do their hair real big.
I like NSYNC.
Not NSYNC, no.
I liked NSYNC, I said.
Oh, okay. I didn't like NSYNC back in the 90s. I was too much of a grunge girl to actually like them back then. And I used to work in radio, and I got invited to this private party with Justin Timberlake, and Cameron Diaz was going to be there at the same time. And it was a private party, and who didn't go?
You?
Idiot.
You didn't go? Why?
I wanted to stay at Delaware Avenue instead. How stupid was I?
Well, that's like when I turned down Prince for being one of those video dancers. I thought they were joking. Come to find out they weren't joking. They were serious. And I was like, are you stupid? So stupid. I took their card and went, yeah, right.
I feel awful for the friend of mine who got us the tickets, and I talked her out of it. That was so stupid of me.
I mean, I could have been a Prince video dancing chick. What was the matter with me?
Hey, look who it is.
Getting ready to get up here so we can go to you.
Yeah. My husband's got dinner down for me downstairs.
Oh, that's great. Well,
I got sushi.
Thank you. I love sushi. Thank you so much for having me on your first live.
I'm so glad that this went so well.
It's a great time. 2 hours.
My goodness. That's crazy. I've never gone 2 hours on a live before.
Time flies when you're with a loony. What can I say?
You're not a loony.
Well, I'm a little on the loony side. That's okay. I own it. That's okay. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Oh, how did we do this? This is StreamYards. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think he's talking about.
I've got the tunes in my head of that. New Kids on the Block. Oh my God.
You've been online too long.
Oh well, what can I say? Right on.
It's been fun. I was like, oh, all right, maybe I should get topics and stuff. No lie, like just in case. I got like, whoops, 90s trivia. Whoops. 90s trivia.
We'll have to do that next time.
We'd have to get it.
Trivia. Yeah, but look, we flowed right through it. Just talked on through it.
This was our first time on together, so yeah.
I know, and I'm glad. I'm really glad. Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. Oh, and reporting live from my sofa. I need you to send me your address so I can send you the crimpets. Because he said he loved the tasty cakes that he got. Remember, he got those tasty cakes?
Yeah, they were good.
Well, they're from my area. Well, you know they're from my area.
I know. I've had them before.
Yeah. So I was walking by them in the store, and I'm like, And in the store, I literally texted him like, "Do you still want crimpets?" And like, he's not going to get back to me. So the next time I go to the store, I'll grab him some.
Really?
If I could share tasty cakes with everybody, I would.
Yeah, they're good. They're really.
I can't eat them though. I have a gluten allergy.
Nah, my gosh, that's terrible. All the allergies people get from food and stuff is just crazy.
Gluten allergy is the worst thing, man.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm a bread freak. I am carbos, chips, and all.
Chips I can have. It depends on what kind of chips it is.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
All right.
we gotta go monitor somebody else's channel.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. It was great. Thank you so much. Sharon.
Yes.
Great time.
I had a great time. So we will do this again very
Sure.
soon.
Sure.
And now that I know how to do this, I won't freak out like, oh my God,
Yep, it's really easy.
it's
And thank
freaking
God
out
Denise showed it to
in
me.
my head. Like, oh my God, I'm never
Yeah,
going to get this right.
it's really easy. I like it.
Awesome.
Yep.
I love it. It's cool.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks. We'll see you later.
Now shut it off.